Hey everyone, I'm back and I'm going to be talking about The Kid Who Would Be King because I said I would be doing that in my last video, and here we are, talking about it now. And this is basically a modern day retelling of the story of King Arthur, only with modern day kids. And this kid who's kind of picked on and not really respected very well. He has like one friend in school, and his dad left him, and he lives with his mom, and his life isn't what he wants it to be. But then all of a sudden from what I remember, he learns about this story of King Arthur again, and he soon realizes that he is now the one who's going to take out the villain of the film. I forgot her name. And basically he also has to become King Arthur, like who he is, and to follow what he did and become the king that he's supposed to be. And this movie surprised me. I wasn't expecting anything from it, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. As far as January releases go, this is probably one of the better ones that I've seen, and the best January movie I saw all year out of the 4 that I've seen. And that doesn't really say much, but you know what? If I think it's a good movie, then you should see it. The acting is pretty good from the kid actors. The kid actors are all good, surprisingly. And it doesn't always happen, but here it happened. And you also have the kid from Hunt for the Wilder People. That movie I haven't seen, and he was also in Deadpool 2. I didn't like his performance in Deadpool 2, but in this movie, he worked. And he also got... I'm not going to spoil this actor who's in this movie, but he plays... there are 2 actors who play Merlin the Magician in this movie. And Merlin the Magician, he basically warns this kid about what's going to happen, and he trains our group of heroes to fight the forces of evil. And, yeah. What's really good about this movie is it always knows how to portray itself correctly, or at least for the most part, in terms of humor, its audience, and, well, from what I remember, some of the jokes didn't land. It's still funny. It's still a funny film, especially with that second actor who plays Merlin the Magician. When he first showed up, I was like, holy crap, I didn't realize he was going to be in this movie. He was going to make an appearance like that. The creature designs for the villains in this movie, they're not like, the effects for them aren't like top notch, but I'm assuming they did that intentionally so they don't like frighten little children or anything. And just, even though I respect them for doing that, and I do think the film can get a pass for that, there's one thing at the end that the film kind of pulls in Alice in Wonderland, if you've seen that movie. This movie kind of pulls one of those, and I don't know how that got approved. The MPAA is stupid. I guess I should also talk about the action sequences. They're fun. I had fun while watching them, and the 2 bully characters that I mentioned, they have they have a nice arc at the end of it. Even though there's not much to it, there's not a whole lot of they don't flesh these characters out like crazy, but they flesh them out well enough to the point where you get who they are and you can get behind them. And that's something this movie does well. It gives you a reason to care, hope, and just enjoy it. And that's about all I have to say about The Kid Who Would Be King. Overall, there's just not a whole lot to talk about. It's a good movie for what it is. And if you're planning on see it. If you want to take your kid, show it to your kids, you might want to watch it first. because there's a little thing that happens that it's not going to be for them. And I would recommend this movie overall. So I'm going to give The Kid Who Would Be King a B+. Thank you for watching my videos as always. If you enjoyed this review, be sure to leave a like and comment down below what you thought of The Kid Who Would Be King down below. I will read your comments, don't worry. No one's going to be left out here. I may not have anything to say to your comment, but I will for sure read it. I promise you. And with all that being said, my social media links will be in the description down below. Follow me there, mostly on Twitter, but you feel free to follow me everywhere else. And last but not least, subscribe to be a part of Foley Nation. And I'll see you when I get my next review up. And what was it? Alita Battle Angel. I couldn't remember what was coming next or not. I can't forget about that movie. Don't worry, it's not terrible. I'll talk about it in depth, but until I get that up, thank you for watching and have a great day.